What's your best story of outsmarting your first sergeant? First Sergeant Martinez was the kind of NCO who made everyone's life miserable just because he could. 22 years in, hated junior enlisted, especially smart-mouth privates like me who asked too many questions. The guy lived for finding violations, uniform infractions, room inspections, any excuse to hand out extra duty. He'd walk the barracks at 2 a.m. looking for someone to bust. Made surprise inspections during chow time when everyone was eating. My breaking point came during a field exercise. We'd been in the field for 2 weeks, no showers, eating MREs, sleeping in the mud. Martinez shows up in a clean uniform, fresh haircut, obviously been staying in the rear with the gear. He starts screaming about how our equipment looks like garbage, threatens Article 15s for everyone, assigns extra guard duty because our weapons weren't clean enough for his standards. That's when I noticed something interesting. Martinez had this habit of parking his personal truck at the motor pool instead of the designated visitor parking. Against space regulations, but nobody called him on it because he was first sergeant. Even better, he always left his windows cracked open. Living in Arizona, you learn that closed vehicles become ovens in the summer heat, but cracked windows were perfect for my plan. I started small, ordered a bag of cricket food online, the kind pet stores use for feeding reptiles. Tiny pellets that look innocent enough, but they have one special property. They smell like rotting fish when they get wet. During our next field exercise, while Martinez was busy harassing other soldiers, I sprinkled the cricket food under his driver's seat. Arizona monsoon season was starting, which meant afternoon thunderstorms almost daily. First rainstorm hit 3 days later. Water came through his cracked windows, soaked the cricket food, and the chemical reaction began. His truck started smelling like a seafood restaurant dumpster in August. Martinez couldn't figure it out, had the truck detailed twice, replaced the air fresheners daily, even took it to 3 different mechanics. Nobody found anything wrong mechanically. But here's where it gets genius. Cricket food is designed to attract insects. Within a week, his truck was swarming with flies. Then came the ants. Then the cockroaches discovered this amazing food source. The smell got so bad Martinez couldn't drive with the windows up. Had to keep them open, which let in more rain, which made the smell worse. Vicious cycle. Meanwhile, I kept my mouth shut and watched him suffer. He was so distracted by his truck problems, he stopped his random inspections. Too busy trying to solve the mystery stench. 3 weeks into my revenge, Martinez snapped, started accusing random soldiers of sabotaging his vehicle, launched an investigation, brought in CID to dust for fingerprints. That's when I played my final card. During formation, while he was ranting about truck vandalism, I innocently raised my hand. First Sergeant, have you checked for dead mice? My dad's a mechanic, says rodents crawl into engines and die, makes them smell terrible. Martinez grabbed onto this explanation like a lifeline. Spent 2 days tearing apart his engine looking for dead rodents. Found nothing, obviously, but the suggestion gave him hope. By month 2, the smell was legendary. Other NCOs started making excuses to avoid riding with him. Junior enlisted would hold their breath walking past his truck. The coup de grace came during a surprise inspection. Martinez burst into our barracks screaming about cleanliness standards when Private Johnson innocently asked, "First Sergeant, what's that smell?" The entire room went silent. Martinez's face turned purple. He'd become so noseblind to his own truck that he didn't realize the stench was following him everywhere. He quietly ended the inspection and never bothered our unit again. Started parking his truck far away from everyone else. Eventually traded it in for a new vehicle, probably at a huge loss. I never got caught. The cricket food eventually dissolved completely, leaving no evidence. CID closed their investigation as unsolved vandalism. Martinez retired 6 months later. At his farewell ceremony, someone anonymously left a bag of cricket food on the podium. He never figured out who did it. The new first sergeant was completely different. Respectful, fair, actually cared about soldiers' welfare. Turned out Martinez's reputation had preceded him, and command specifically picked his replacement to repair unit morale.